What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you the things that I love about the Delta 36725 and the things that I absolutely hate. You'll actually be shocked with one of the major reasons why I personally don't think that you should get this saw. So, what makes number one for the good things about this table saw is the fence. The fence is great. It locks in every single time where you want it. Once you get the dial indicator where you want it to go, it stops exactly where it needs to. It's very smooth for what it is. It moves just like even a saw stop 52-inch 5 horsepower table saw. It moves almost pretty close to about the same way that it does. At first, when I first got this table saw, I've never really used a bigger table saw like this, and I was wondering about the play in that, but it always does lock square, and actually does lock square to the blade. So that's why the number one thing about this table saw is the fence. So what sucks about going from a job site portable saw and going up to more of a cabinet type of saw? I know this is still considered almost like a portable job site saw, but it's still got like a cabinet build to it. But what sucks about those bigger saws, they're all 220. What's nice about this saw, you guessed it, it's a 110. It's perfect for us smaller guys that have smaller shops that can't afford to get 220 into their shop. It's a pretty important thing for a lot of people too, is most smaller shops obviously don't have a big budget. That's the reason why we're in a small shop, because we all know we would love to be in a 60 by 100 and have 3 paint booths and something that you could pull 4 cars in and hang out with your friends in, but we don't. If you're like me, I'm in a 16 by 16. I can't afford those big shops like that. So what's nice about this saw too is it's under $650. When I bought it, it was $599, but I guess because everybody wants this saw, it has raised up $50 in the past couple months. I don't know if that's due to what we're going through or the fact of a lot of people do just want the saw. This might just be a gripe, because I know that you do have to, this should be considered almost like routine maintenance on your table saw, but I don't think that you should have to do it as much as what I do. I have to, if I cut 1 or 2, 300 board foot, I have to readjust the blade to the fence and to the table. The reason why is because the table doesn't stay locked and placed where it needs to. I thought about using some JB Weld to keep them locked there so they don't move, but I would hate to go and sell this table saw and have that and leave that problem for someone else, because you're never getting those bolts out of there. But I don't want to do that, and I don't even know if that would even fix the reason for it. So it sucks. It all started with a kickback issue, and then it ended up, I don't know if you know anything about kickback. You always have to realign your table because it pushes it so far out of whack. I mean, that's a lot of pressure being pushed there with kickback. It all happened with that, and ever since I've had kickback on it, it's just doesn't stay locked in place, and it's so annoying because you have to do it every single time that you run a couple of board foot through the table saw. And I don't think that you should have to do it as much as what I do. I hate it. Oh, hey, you're still watching the same video, but if you're asking why I'm under the table saw, it's because it's where all the dust falls from the bottom of the table saw. It doesn't have a closed area like a cabinet saw is supposed to have, so all the dust falls to the ground. It really sucks if you're trying to be a clean woodworker, which we all know if you woodwork, it's going to get dirty. So good luck trying to keep this from leaking a whole bunch of sawdust all over your floor. Whew, got a little dusty from that one. But hey, The worst thing about this table saw is you have to buy a kit for it called the Frank's Kit on this Facebook group called Delta 36725 users. If you don't believe me, go to this Facebook page and actually look up Frank's Kit. There's a bad problem with these saws. The motor burns up and breaks down on you, and it's happened to people right after their warranty has ended, and Delta does not do anything about it. The only thing that sucks about this kit is it changes up something with the motor, or it's like a new motor capacitor or something. What it's doing is it's going to void your warranty. So if you add that on there, good luck ever trying to have Delta even help you anymore, even though their customer service sucks. So that's the worst thing about this table saw. So you have to buy a kit after you've already spent over $600 for a table saw just to get the table saw to run right.